Alright, we're back for round 2. We're on the play now as well. And this hand is pretty great. Negate, and then the combo, and Glimmer if it doesn't end up working. All that, and we're on the play. I'll take it. Alright, basic planes. I don't even know what that suggests other than like Mardu. Guess I'm holding up negate. Okay, Metallic Mimic probably indicates something like mono white servos or something random. Yeah, they named servo. So I'm a little worried about not hitting our 4th land drop in time, but Guardian can, or sorry, Saheeli can help with that with Scries. That is not, it's not a land. I'm gonna bottom it. And F6. Alright, that's Chief of the Foundry, which doesn't necessarily help them against the combo. But it does mean that Saheeli's pretty dead next turn if I can't do anything about it. So this is like the mono white servos deck. I've played it once before. Oh wow, alright. Did not get there. It's okay, we just need to find another Saheeli. We have 3 more. That is an untapped land. And we might actually need it. Yeah, I think we need our 5th land. No. Opponent has to be super relieved. Alright, that's a Cogworker's Puzzle Knot, which we can actually negate. It makes 3/3s right now. And we do want the top card of our deck. So I'm just not gonna let that happen. Seems okay. Servo Exhibition also makes 3/3s. And is a little bit better, right? They're both attacking Saheeli in case I have a shock. But they could have just attacked with Chief, right? I can't shock that. It's a little bit of a mistake, but okay. Well. I want to find the Fumigate, which means I'm going to try to cast Glimmer this turn. Just grab, like, Scry into a Fumigate or land plus Saheeli. They don't have a ton of ways to break up the combo. It's just Walking Ballista and Stasis Snare. So we can, we're pretty good there. And we're taking 14. So we need some sort of answer really quickly. Costs 4 to create a 1/1, which ends up being a 3/3. Alright. There's Saheeli, but no land, so hopefully we draw one. We do, but it's tapped. I think we're dead. We have Harnessed Lightning on the Chief of the Foundry, or the Master Trinketeer, rather. But that's not enough to keep us alive, right? So, I mean, let's try to anticipate and see what we have. See what we can find. Excuse me. If we hadn't held up negate on turn 2, if we just played this Port Town tapped, we would have won. Alright. Done. Okay. So Fumigate is pretty awesome. Radiant Flames is extremely effective against their deck. Fragmentize is really good. Not sure about Immolating Glare, actually. I'm not really high on it. I don't really like Disallow, but that might be solid. It's worth considering. They might bring in Authority, the consoles. So I'll trim on the combo pieces. Pretty much as always. So like negate and disallow are cards I'm not entirely sure about. I think we want everything else. We might want this Quarantine Field and this Linvala. I don't really like Spell Queller because a lot of their cards get under it, but you know, if we're on the play, I think it's fine. I think we take out these counter spells, bring in Spell Quellers, and then we have one cut to make. Which is probably an anticipate because they're pretty aggressive. Alright, let's go with this. Okay. I would like to play first, again. This is just Fragmentize and Torrential Gear Hulk with not much to hold it together. So we could just easily flood out and die. But we could also not. Like, if we draw really any spell, we're okay. I think I'm going to keep this. I'm not super happy about it, but part of learning the deck is going to be, like, keeping hands that I'm not entirely sure about. It's not letting me F6. There we go. Keeping hands that I'm not entirely sure about to understand, like, if those hands are in fact keepable or not. Okay, Toolcraft Exemplar is actually kind of bad for us because it's a really fast clock and our hand is fine but slow. Oh, never mind. There's Radiant Flames. Game's basically over. GG. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, Mimic's fine. It's getting fragmentized. I think. We might just kill them. I don't know. We might just like wait and Radiant Flames them. Alright, let's do that. Let's go. Yeah, 3 damage. Don't know if I want to Glimmer or just hold up Flames. I think go to wait. Or sorry, I don't know if I want to Fragmentize or hold up Flames. I want to Glimmer next turn, which suggests that we just play Flames now, but then they just like have creatures next turn and we're in trouble. I'm gonna pass the turn here. I'm gonna let them play whatever they want next turn. They'll think I'm holding up a counterspell. I'm really just waiting to Radiant Flames them. I'm kind of okay. Yeah, Puzzle Knot's fine. Okay. And that was actually not great for us because we just took 5 to get Puzzle Knotted. I probably... Oh, I can Fragmentize the Puzzle Knot though. But that only like denies them a 1/1. Let's just get this Vantage into play in Radiant Flames here. White, blue, red. Next turn we can Fragmentize something and still Glimmer. And the turn after that we can Gear Hulk the Glimmer. So opponent will have to have some pretty blistering draws. Oh, the different basics is really getting on my nerves. Alright. Metallic Mimic is a perfect Fragmentized target. Alright, well, Servo Exhibition is pretty unpleasant. Another Radiant Flames would be nice, or Fumigate, you know. Not inspiring Vantage. Alright. Fragmentize your Mimic. Pass the turn. We're not under a ton of pressure. It's like a 3-turn clock, but we have this Gear Hulk soon, so Our opponent can speed up the clock, right? This is like Angel of Invention on 5 if they have it. All right, another Cogworkers puzzle knot. It's kind of annoying. What are they playing now? Chief of the Foundry? Okay. So I need some sort of answer. I'm dead next turn. This Glimmer has to be really good. We'll cast it now so we can just F6 through the rest of the turn. Neither of these are good enough because I just really need to find board wipe. I guess Fragmentize is okay. It's not very good. It's not very good. It does keep us alive, but like, oh no. I mean, we have to. It's like required. And then we can, I guess, Spell Queller and block. They don't have anything, but they could draw something. Okay, well that's a pretty fantastic Spell Queller target. We're gonna hit that. They get to attack us down to 3. At the cost of us eating a servo, and then they get to crack the puzzle knot. It's probably not an. They probably don't attack though. Like it's probably not an attack they want to make. I guess it is. Okay. The reasoning behind this attack is that if they draw a pump spell, or sorry, just any sort of pump effect, like a champion or an anthem or something like that, they get to use it. All right, Guardian is solid, but we don't have time for it right now. I'm gonna. We don't have any sorcery speed things for 1 anymore. We've used both Fragmentizes. All right, I'm a pass. I'm a pass in Torrential Gear Hulk, the Glimmer. Block 2 things. Chief of the Foundry, we go to 1. But we can't do anything about that, right? So, guess we have to... Alright. So they're threatening lethal. Gear Hulk or Glimmer. If we find a shock, we take no damage. Right, yeah, only legal target. Thanks, Moto, for doing that automatically. Bottom both of those. Wow, we're really kind of flooding out, huh? We could be in quite a bit of danger next turn, actually. We're going to 1. We have, like, two blockers. And they're gonna have 3 attackers next turn. We can just play this Feldar Guardian, though. Or both of them. Alright, they're making another servo. But if they have any sort of way to get one of our creatures off the table, alright. That Anticipate is really great. Because now we can Feldar Guardian the Gear Hulk. Okay. Harness Lightning is also great. It's pretty fantastic, huh? Feldar Guardian, the Gear Hulk. I should have attacked first. There's no reason not to attack there. Because it's getting blinked. Yes. Get back Anticipate. Cast it without paying its mana cost. Alright, and there's a shock or a Spell Queller. We already have a Spell Queller. I'll take the shock. Okay. Go ahead, opponent. No attacks. Alright, they just don't have anything. So we get to Harness Lightning this Chief and untap with Spell Queller. That's and shock. Seems perfect. Alright. And we can like Feldar Guardian or Gear Hulk. If we need to. Alright, let's Anticipate. Okay. Opponent just scoops. Yeah, so this is a pretty overwhelming advantage for us. We are at 1, but it doesn't really matter. So we have all these counter spells. Alright. So Negate's actually pretty good against them, but it doesn't deal with their creatures, right? I think we want Linvala, and then on the draw, Spell Queller is less good. So we can cut one of those. Queller and Radiant Flames can also be a nombo, although half the time we're casting flames for... We can cast flames for 2 and kill their board anyway. 2 Anticipates, Fumigate. Seems like a really good hand against them. Anticipate can find us something to prevent us from getting run over. Alright, Toolcraft Exemplar. That's a shock. That's really good. Just like shock your Exemplar. Oh wow. Yeah. Get it dead. Get it dead. They don't have another play this turn, I think that means. Yeah, wow. Alright. Port Town's a fine draw, because it lets us hit 5. We can anticipate. So this is a great spot for us. Just incredibly well positioned. Master Trinketeer. If we can find another shock, that'll be pretty great. But otherwise, I think we're gonna have to fumigate that, which is not an issue I have. Alright, hub is fine. Just because it's like a dual land. And it bolsters our Harnessed Lightning if we need it. Oh wow. Hello, Saheeli. Can you help us find some stuff? I think you can. I think you can help us find stuff. You might also die, but that is... Okay, alright, no lands. We already have 6. She might just gain a bunch of life and scry a couple times, which is fine, because we have this Fumigate to, like... to clean up afterward. Even if we can't protect the Saheeli. Okay, what are we playing? SRAM's Expertise. Servos into another Trinketeer. Wow, so we're getting hit for 15 next turn. At least. More if they play another Pump Spell. Or another Lord, Anthem, whatever. I've actually been really impressed with this deck. It's not... It doesn't seem that great, but it seems surprisingly consistent. Okay. Let's anticipate here. See what we can find. Alright, Harness Lightning is great. So if they threaten to kill us, we can Harness Lightning the Trinketeer. A Trinketeer and still be fine. Okay. Is this everything at me? Or are they sending something at Saheeli too? Nope, everything at me. Alright, I'm gonna use this Harness Lightning to just stay alive here. So we can fumigate. Okay, they're... Make a stand, so we're just dead. Nice. Nice. That was... bad of me. Did not see that coming. Alright, well, we were about to win that match pretty decisively, but... I mean, I guess we had to, like, suss out the make a stand at some point anyway. It would have countered the fumigate. Wouldn't have been good. They might have fired it off anyway, though, if we had waited. I don't know. It's like... It's weird. Anyway, that feels bad, because we were pretty much in the driver's seat. And then they just, like, kind of stole the match out from under us. Anyway, stay tuned for round 3.